Look at this thing. That's just after compounding it. That's 50-year-old paint. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And today we're with the 1972-73 CL350 K4 tank. Guys, you may remember that we got this tank with the 1970 Honda CL350 K1. And our plan with that bike is to use the $500 we spent on it and the parts that we got with it to then get that bike running and then trade it up, sell it, move it on to something else to see what we end up with by the end of the year. What can we turn our $500 into? So we're gonna need to get this tank cleaned up. I'm not keeping it because we have to sell it. So whatever money I get on this, we're just gonna invest back into the DSL, so we're still at $500. So we're gonna buff and polish it. You see we have everything that we need to do it out here and to make it look nice and shiny. Stay with us. So let's take a look at it a little closer. This tank seems to be in really good shape. It's got a couple little things on it, but I think we'll be able to clean it up. I don't even think we're gonna have to wet sand this. Look, this sticker is in really good shape. It has some obvious little surface rust around the edges, but it looks to be nice and solid all the way through. Has a little bit of dings. This is why we're not going to wet sand it. These stripes aren't clear coated over, so I don't want to burn through those. A little bit right there, we may stick that guy down and then maybe put a little bit in between. See if we can make that look a little better. It does have two dings right here and the other one right here. I already took the badge off from this side. This is the money side. If you look at it, the stripes are in better condition. We'll see how this cleans up. Everything looks to be pretty good. And then I'll show you the inside of the tank is equally as good. I mean, it's got some surface rust. We're going to clean that up with some vapor rust. When we do, we're going to do that to both the SL and the CL tank all at once. I'm going to start just pulling off this trim tool, using the trim tool to pull off the badge. Trying not to snap it off. That would be awesome. Come on. Sometimes they're easier. Come on, there you go. There we go. Almost through. Yep. Just had to, thankfully these things straighten back up pretty easily, and we'll clean those two up. But let's go ahead and wipe this thing down. Again, we're going to use another dent. We're going to use our Sprayway Glass Cleaner Wise because it's what we have. And it works pretty good. We're going to wipe it down really good. And then we'll probably clay bar it after, just to make sure we get everything off. We may have to do this a couple of times just to get all the stuff off of it. And just so you know, no towels were harmed in the making of this video. I didn't go in the house and steal that one from the bathroom because I wouldn't make it. Jeez. Look at this. All I did was wipe it off. This tank is going to clean up so good. Look at that already. Look at this thing. This was worth the price. Well, not the $500 for the bike, but just the CL pipes and this tank is worth the price of admission. A good original tank in decent shape. Come on. This is going to clean up so nice. Those of you guys who are newer to the channel, I am a huge proponent of original and keeping it as original as possible. Cleaning up what you came in with and make it look as good as you can. So let's go one more time. It doesn't feel too, you know, you can rub your hand over it and you feel the contaminants in it. It doesn't feel that bad. Guys, I am not a detailer. I'm a guy in his garage that's cleaning a tank. So keep that in mind. If you're a professional detailer and I'm doing it wrong, please let me know. This is coming out so much better. That is a good looking tank. It has a few little things in here, but I think this is I think some of this may come off with clay bar. The rest will, look, that's just gonna come off when it gets wiped. It's just, and I think when we buff and polish it, I think it's gonna come out. I think we're gonna get a lot of those out, which is awesome. That's looking pretty good so far. I love it. So I'm going to start clay barring it just to remove any contaminants off of it. Again, just using, this is what I'm using. Use whatever you get. This is the kit I use. I just keep them in a Ziploc bag and just use them over and over again. Again, I'm not doing high dollar cars. These are just old gas tanks I'm trying to bring back to life. Okay, I'm gonna start with the compound. This is what I'm using. Again, not sponsored, but if McGuire just wants to send me some money, hit me up in the comments. And a little 2-inch pad, 3-inch pad on here. So on my drill, pretty good so far. That's cleaning up pretty good. I have a few more little fine scratches in here we're going to try to get rid of. I'm going to try to get rid of this pine sap, which I don't have any mineral spirits or anything like that to try to cut it with. And if you got a way to remove pine sap, let me know in the comments down below. I know what I want to do. This is 3000 grit sandpaper. It's not going to be enough to cut through that pine sap, but what it will be is to remove some of these fine scratches. I think I may need to go down a little bit coarser. I always would rather start with a higher grit sandpaper and not do enough than to start with too coarse of a sandpaper and do too much. So I found a 2000 grit sandpaper just to cut into this a little bit more. See if I can get rid of some of these scratches. Let's go one more time, just right up here. I don't know if the camera picks up that. See if I can get you a little closer. It's right in there. So we're gonna see if we can just hit that one more time. Okay, so I used some wax and tar remover to get the sap off. Wipe this off. That is looking really good. That's a pretty good looking tank. I'm gonna finish up the other side. Look at this thing. That's just after compounding it. That's 50-year-old paint. Come on. Imagine sitting on that thing right there. That's a nice place to be. Not too bad. Let's see if we can make it shine a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put on this wax. I like this stuff. This bottle has lasted me forever. And you just wipe it on and then wipe it off like a wax. It gives it a good kind of deep gloss. This looks really, guys, this looks really good. I hope the camera's picking this up because it is pretty shocking. Okay, we're gonna see if we can clean up these badges. Just gonna hit them with a little spray away. Just soak them. And then I'm gonna hit them with the old toothbrush. Okay, let's take a nice long walk around on this sucker. Look how how shiny it is. It's like glass. Look at this. With the badges on. Yeah, we still have a couple of dings. They're still there. But I tell you, when the tank is clean, you don't see the little things. It's amazing, the results. With just a little time, energy, and effort that we turn this thing around. Wow, that's pretty awesome. We've cleaned up this CL350 tank, and boy, is she a looker. And it didn't take a lot of time. Didn't take a lot of energy or effort. Just took a little rubbing. That's it. And boy, rubbing's racing. This is good. Boy, the only thing, I know I could fix this black one, but I wouldn't be able to match this red. Boy, if that's the only thing. I mean, apart from these dings, and I may get the PDR out, paintless dent repair, and see if I can make them a little shallower than what they are right now. But if I could just fix that. Those two things, that just kind of irks me. The badges are in great shape. The cap is good. I mean, we could clean on a little bit more with a brass brush to get off some of this surface rust. I didn't do much to it. We'll probably do that when we de-rust the inside of the tank. So when we do sell it, the inside of the tank will be clean. Everything will be clean. We'll clean the petcock. The petcock will come with it. So it'll be good to go. And then all that money, whatever we get for it, it's going to go to the SL350, whatever parts we need to buy for the SL350. Primarily a seat, which we do need, and pipes we do need, front forks, a 19-inch front wheel, so we can go back to that. Go back to stock, so we can move it on. But let me know what you think. So guys, I'd like to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're in the subscribing mood, just wander on over to our friends, Brickhouse Builds, Gold Guy, Moto Mango, Ace Cafe Bikes, Mile Zero Racers, Plan B Motos, Pete's Classic Cycle, and Lady Moto Bang, and give those guys a subscribe too. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day.